Welcome to another episode of One on One. Christian and Jonathan are on my sides, and today's episode will be an NBA award special. These guys will say who they think should and will win each NBA award. We'll start with the Most Improved Player Award. The candidates are Clint Capella, Victor Oladipo, and Spencer Dinwiddie. Christian, who should win this award?
I'm going to go with Clint Capella. He led the NBA in field goal percentage this year, and he was second in blocks, and he was a huge part of the Houston team. I think he was the best player on that team other than Chris Paul and James Harden. And, I mean, he didn't have a great year last year, but this year, I think he definitely deserves this award.
I disagree. I think that Victor Oladipo should win Most Improved Player. Last year on the Oklahoma City Thunder, we really didn't hear much about him. He wasn't talked about a whole lot. Then he plays for the Pacers this year. He's an all-star. Arguably, maybe he even deserved consideration for the MVP award.
No way.
Let me talk, please. He did a great job in Indiana, and he definitely improved the most since last season. No one deserves this award more than Victor Oladipo.
First of all, the MVP.
Clint Capella.
You said that Anthony Davis didn't deserve to be on the MVP.
We're not talking about MVP right now. We're talking about most.
Well, you just brought up MVP, so.
Because I was saying how much I like Victor Oladipo. Clint Capella had a high field goal percentage because all he does is dunk it off the pick and rolls with James Harden.
Okay.
Next
award. Okay, Sixth Man of the Year. The candidates are Eric Gordon, Fred VanVleet, and Lou Williams. Jonathan, who should win? And also, by the way, I might mispronounce a lot of names, okay? I'm not very good at that. But, yeah.
Christian, I've written down this question for you. So tonight, the NBA awards will be televised on TNT. Anthony Anderson is hosting tonight. Christian, do you know what an over-under is? You give a number, and you say if the question is going to be over. The answer is over 3 or under 3, okay?
Okay.
How many J.R. Smith jokes will Anthony Anderson make tonight? Over 3 or under 3?
Under 3. I could see 1 or 2.
I might say over 3. Anyway, what was the question?
Okay, who's the Sixth Man of the Year?
Sixth Man of the Year. My Sixth Man of the Year is Lou Williams. I love Sweet Lou. The Clippers lost Blake Griffin and Chris Paul this season. Probably the two best players on their team. And Lou Williams really stepped up and said, you know what, we lost some guys, but I'm going to fill in that role. He averaged 22 points coming off the bench, okay? 22 points off the bench, all right? I think he even should have made the All-Star game because 22 points is a really good stat. I like Lou Williams. I love Eric Gordon too. He's a great player for the Rockets coming off the bench. He averaged 18 points per game. However, Lou Williams totally deserves this award because he did a great job this year.
I disagree. I'm going to go with Eric Gordon.
Okay. No shocker there. He's disagreeing with me again.
Only Chris Paul and James Harden had more points than the Rockets. And when you're in a team with Paul and Harden, you don't get as many chances to score as maybe, Lou Williams would get. And I think he was a crucial part of the Rockets team this year, coming off the bench. I think he definitely deserves this award. I can see Lou Williams too. I'm a fan of Lou Williams.
Okay.
The NBA has plenty of great coaches, but there can only be one Coach of the Year. Christian, who should win? Brad Stevens, Quinn Snyder, or Dwayne Casey?
I'm going to go Dwayne Casey. I think that the Raptors are not. I don't think they were the best team in the East this year.
But they were or weren't?
They were not.
Okay.
They were not. I think they maybe were like the 4th best team in the East this year. But I think it was his coaching got them to the number 1 seed, even though they got swept by the Cavs in the playoffs. I think he definitely deserves this award, and he has my vote.
He looks bad because he got fired by the Raptors, which the Raptors should not have fired Dwayne Casey. I think Dwayne Casey will win Coach of the Year tonight, and if he does win Coach of the Year, he totally deserves it. He really got the Raptors working well as a system instead of having DeMar and Kyle Lowry just scoring all the points. However, I really think Brad Stevens deserves the award for a couple of reasons. You lose Gordon Hayward with a brutal broken leg injury. If you want to know what I'm talking about, you can watch the video. It was a terrible injury. Hold on, I'm not even close to done yet, just saying, okay? and you lose Kyrie Irving and you don't have him for the playoffs. However, you still force LeBron James into a Game 7 in the Eastern Conference Finals with guys like Al Horford and Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, who had good seasons, but there's no way that the Celtics make it that far without Brad Stevens. So I think Brad Stevens deserves it. However, Dwayne Casey, I think, will win it, and I don't want to take anything away because he does deserve it too.
Rudy Gobert, Anthony Davis, and Joel Embiid are candidates. Wait, did I say that right? Okay, I hope I did.
No.
Oh yeah, okay. Are candidates for Defensive Player of the Year. Who should bring this award home, Jonathan?
I think Rudy Gobert. I really like Rudy Gobert, and his specialty is definitely defense, okay? Defense is so undervalued in today's NBA. It's hard to defense is very, very rarely noticed in the NBA. Gobert had the strongest defensive presence this year. I like Joel Embiid and Anthony Davis' defensive game, but I think they're mostly offensive specialists. Gobert is a defensive specialist. He really helped his team out in order to get to the second round of the playoffs. And they did good against the Rockets, okay, for 6 games, right? 6-game series. Gobert stands out in front of these guys as the best defensive player of the year, and he deserves it, and I think he will win.
I completely disagree with you.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going with Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis had the most blocks in the league by a wide margin.
It's not about the stats, okay?
And he also had the 5th most rebounds in the league. I think that he just is a rim protector, and if I could pick any player to be the defensive player of the year, I would pick Anthony Davis.
Again, these 3 guys are outstanding defenders, okay? If any three of these guys won that award, they would deserve it, okay? Because they're great defenders. However, I think Gobert deserves it the most.
Okay.
This year's Rookie of the Year race has brought up a lot of controversy on what a rookie really is. But should Jason Tatum, Ben Simmons, or Donovan Mitchell win the award? Christian?
Well, we could have a whole different discussion over if Ben Simmons is a rookie. But he's on the ballot, and I would vote for him. I don't think Philadelphia are the same without him, even though he wasn't a scorer. Joel Embiid was a great player this year. He's one of the best players in the NBA. And I don't think he would have that level of production if it wasn't for Ben Simmons. I think he stepped in, did a great job, was a great ball handler, a great passer, and I would vote for him as Rookie of the Year.
I know that there's a lot of controversy over is Ben Simmons a rookie or is he not? He is a rookie technically. If you don't think Ben Simmons is a rookie, then you don't think that Mike Trout should have won 2012 American League Rookie of the Year, which, come on, Mike Trout deserved that award, okay? So Ben Simmons is a rookie. However,
This is basketball. This is basketball.
But it's a sports rule, okay? Your first full season, Ben Simmons barely played any games until this season. However, so Ben Simmons is a rookie, but he's not the Rookie of the Year. Donovan Mitchell is the Rookie of the Year.
Okay.
Nobody thought the Jazz would have made it as far as they did this year, okay? But Mitchell led him there. It takes a lot of confidence and just a lot of leadership in order to get that team into the second round of the playoffs. Simmons had the help of Joel Embiid. I mean, come on, Joel Embiid.
Mitchell also had the help of Ricky Rubio until he got injured.
Ricky Rubio, I mean, come on. I like Ricky Rubio, but Ricky Rubio or Ricky Rubio or Joel Embiid?
Joel Embiid,
okay,
but I don't think
it's my
Ben
turn to talk,
Simmons would be as good.
He rang the bell on you. It's my turn to talk, please. Okay. So Ben Simmons, great season. If Ben Simmons does win Rookie of the Year award, I'm not going to be mad because I could see him getting the Rookie of the Year award. However, Mitchell deserves it.
All right, thanks for watching 101 today, and we'll try to do better the next time. And make sure to subscribe and
the MVP award.
What? Where is it?
It's right here.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about that. This year's NBA MVP award, the most coveted award, is a race between New Orleans Pelicans forward Anthony Davis, Cleveland Cavaliers forward LeBron James, and Houston Rockets guard James Harden. Who should win? Christian. Okay, I'm really sorry about that. Yeah. Okay.
I know a lot of you are going to disagree with me, But I'm gonna go.
Maybe anybody on this planet Earth that has common sense.
I'm gonna go with Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, I believe, is the most well-rounded player in the NBA. This is not the scoring award. This is not the defending award. I think he has the best combination of all those things. He was second in points, and I think you already know. I think he's the best defender in the league. The best defender in the league, second in points, and rebounds are a key piece to winning. And he was fifth in the rebounds department. I'm going Anthony Davis. I don't care what you say.
Sometimes when we're looking at sports, we have to look beyond numbers, okay? Numbers do help us compare players, and they do help us tell a lot about players, but they're not everything, okay? Stats are not destiny, okay? LeBron James deserves the MVP award. Now, let me stop you guys right there, because I know you guys think James Harden might deserve it. And if he does win, which I think James Harden...
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis does not deserve to be talked about, okay, in this conversation. I love Anthony Davis, but I'm sorry. James Harden, I think, will win the MVP award. However, LeBron James deserves it. And here's a few pointers why. This isn't funny.
Okay. I was just thinking about something Christian said.
LeBron James is definitely...
his prediction.
LeBron James is definitely a better defender than James Harden, okay? LeBron James... I know that this might be a little hard on the rest of the Cavaliers team, but he didn't have many people to play with this year, okay? Kevin Love was hurt for most of the year. Isaiah Thomas was hurt for most of the year, and he really couldn't come back off of that hip injury, all right? And then he ended up going to L.A.
Who did Anthony Davis have to play with?
DeMarcus Cousins.
Oh my God.
He had
Anthony Davis?
Rajon Rondo.
You're kidding me.
Rajon Rondo, I know he's not the best. He's getting old. He's coming to the end of his career. But that kind of veteran leadership really helps. Okay? The Cavaliers didn't have a lot of veteran leadership. LeBron was the team this year, and he got them to the NBA Finals. Okay?
Well, this isn't the playoffs award. This is the regular season MVP.
But it should be though. It should be.
Well, that's not. It's not.
It should be though. I mean,
it's not.
It's not technically.
This isn't what it should be. This is what it is.
LeBron James still deserves this award. Okay? He had LeBron James. You can argue that he's one of the greatest players of all time. This conversation isn't over yet, okay? You can start ringing that bell. LeBron James is arguably the greatest player of all time. I still think Michael Jordan might be better. However, LeBron James is the best player in the NBA right now. And he had the best season of his career this year, so why not give him the MVP award? I think James Harden will win. However, LeBron James, great season. You deserve it.
Give it to Anthony Davis.
No! It's not going to Anthony Davis.
It's not what it should. It should go to Anthony Davis.
Okay, was that the last question? I just want to confirm. Yeah, that was the last question.
I don't know why you're hating on Anthony Davis.
I'm not hating on Anthony Davis. I'm just saying he doesn't deserve the award.
He had a great combination. He's the best defensive player and one of the best offensive players.
Okay. Thanks for watching 101 today now. And make sure to subscribe and drop a like below. And later today,
comment who you think should be the MVP.
Later today, we will be posting a 101 soccer special, and so make sure to tune into that.
Go Nationals.